What's up, Fortress Dwellers? It's Manny Brandon back with Manny's Fitness Fortress, the citadel of power. Did you know that twerking has a lot of health benefits? That's right, it's not just a sexually based movement of the body. It can help prevent endometriosis, improve blood circulation, it's an adequate form of exercise, and a myriad of other benefits. Check this clip out.
You call this twerking, but it was originally known as mapuka, which quite literally means the same thing. Mapuka, or twerking, has the power to remove stagnant blood from the uterus and even fibroid cysts. Not only that, but it empowers your womb space and increases circulation to your sacral chakra, okay? So this is how we gain more creativity. So if ever you're dealing with low self-esteem, creative block, or womb trauma, I encourage you to practice mapuka. You're welcome, and I love you.
All right, we're going to get into everything she just said and see what's fact medically and what's fiction. All that coming up right now. Guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. Appreciate you for coming on to my channel and viewing my content. It's just awesome having you here. We're going to get into some great topics today. Now, first and foremost, most women that twerk have done so because of the sexual orientation of the movement. Very risque or sexualized form of dancing in the club, rubbing their booty up against a man or even another woman. It's always been sexualized, but apparently there's a myriad of health benefits that actually take place in the body when this is done. Let's get into it. I'm gonna read for you guys some exclusive, authentic medical documents and research. Check this out. Dancing, like all exercise, can help and promote physical health as well by lowering blood pressure, increase aerobic capacity, build muscle and bone, but it also helps with balance, among other things. According to Harvard Medical School, exercise can prevent fibroids, potentially stop their growth, according to the Midwest Institute for Non-Surgical Therapy. Dancers change positions rapidly, dropping into squats and standing up repeatedly while shaking their hips back and forth. Squat repetitions are beneficial for all adults. They help develop muscles, bones, and joints of the legs, pelvis, and hips. The balance they require also promotes core stability. The rapid movement and swaying and swatting requires its practitioners to develop flexibility and control in the hips and pelvis. And in a more rapid form that includes other movements, twerking can also be an aerobic dance. I'll say, as for stagnant blood in the uterus, this is a concept we found in Eastern medicine understood as poor blood circulation, related to impeded flow of key life force. Blood stasis, traditional Chinese medicine says, is the cause of endometriosis. Other benefits, twerking can also improve your posture and digestion. Twerking originated in Africa and African American dance traditions as a way for communities to come together and celebrate their bodies, rhythm, and culture. Like all dances, twerking has both physiological and psychological advantages. A 2024 study of studies published in Sports Medicine showed that dancing improved the quality of life in patients with Parkinson's disease, but also anxiety and depression. Wow. Not only that, it concluded that dancing was superior to other physical activities, interventions to improve motivation, aspects of memory, and social cognition, and to reduce stress. Appeasing mental health conditions can promote creativity, leading credibility to this woman's claim. There was a woman on Instagram who actually has a reel that you just saw at the beginning of the video. So a lot of medical institutions and peoples were looking into her reel to see if there was any credence and authenticity in her claims. And apparently there are. Pretty much everything she said is true. Like I said, twerking has always looked at risque or disrespectful or sexualized movement that a lot of women do, especially in the ethnic community, that is over-sexualizing their bodies. They usually have bodacious or large butts, but they're doing it, they have been doing it for reasons that are not related to this. But I'm pretty sure 90% of the women who do it do not realize the health benefits, because apparently some of these studies came out in 2021. And here's another article that reads, if there's one thing you should learn this year, this is 2021, a year after the pandemic started. If there's one thing you should learn this year is how to twerk, especially if you're going to be working from home a little longer. Do it for you, but allow your partner to benefit from it too. So once seen as too risque, too sexy, too inappropriate, these centralized set of pelvic movements are now found everywhere. While I don't advise you to do it in front of your parents-in-laws, children, or outside the comfort of your bedroom in your humble abode, I do suggest you give it a try, give it a go. Oh, wow. Now, twerking has multiple key health benefits for women. This is another article by Anna Raskowit-Paz, published July 24, 2024. So this is really recent. There was a girl who had the Instagram reel. Is a lot of people are chiming in on her reel. AI overview. Twerking has many health benefits, including, this is AI. Physical health. Twerking can tone your legs and glutes, strengthen your arms, and improve your core. It also can increase your cardiorespiratory endurance, burn calories, and improve your coordination and flexibility. Now, all this makes sense because it, in essence, is an exercise, and it is a form of cardio. Most women that do it don't do it for an extended period of time to have cardiovascular benefits. They're doing it for, clicks and usually clickbait for Instagram, YouTube, or, TikTok posts for attention. So like I said, these actual health benefits are not really the reasons why they have been doing it. But we'll see what happens in the future. Maybe they will switch gears and do it for the health benefits that they have. If you guys curious, this is celery juice blended with green apple. It's fire, super healthy for everything. Immunity, gut health, eye vision, skin, everything. All right, let's go continue this. This says a 45-minute twerking session can burn up to 400 calories, which is similar to the number of calories burned in a 60-minute power yoga session. Again, I'm going to repeat. They say this strengthens your arms, improves your core, and also increases your cardiorespiratory endurance, burning calories and improving your coordination and flexibility. That's crazy. Twerking is more than just shaking your booty seductively. It is a workout being embraced by many across the globe because it strengthens every muscle on your body, sculpts legs and buttocks, will strengthen your joints and increase the flexibility of your hips. That is a big thing because with a lot of my clients, one thing I really, I'm an advocate of is mobility. I'm an advocate of mobility. And a lot of exercises, kettlebell thrusts, kettlebell squats in general, a lot of movements involve hip flexor muscles and hips. And a lot of hip movements really can gauge your level of mobility. And if it's limited, you definitely can do some of these exercises to increase that. Now that article was by EloWhite.medium.com and by Elaine L. White from Medium. Now it says, but due to specific movements of twerking, it can also be an excellent body weight strengthening workout. The positions a twerker must hold while practicing deep squats, half squats, sumo squats, half forward folds, full folds, or even handstands against the wall. Wow, yeah, you guys ever seen that? Women's twerking while they handstanding on the wall. I guarantee you they wasn't doing that for aesthetic or fitness reasons, but apparently it has fitness and health, benefits. Twerking on your hands in a handstand position against the wall. Wow. These are often all part of strength workouts. In twerking, the dancer must isolate groups of muscles. Hips move while the core and the legs remain static. Holding a position for a long time is known as an isometric hold. In their isometric form, these postures can help maintain strength, according to the Mayo Clinic. A very reputable source, the Mayo Clinic repping freaking twerking. All you ladies get down, get to it. Mental health, wow. Twerking can boost your mood as well as your well-being. I mean, I can see that because a lot of women that I see twerking, they're smiling, they're happy, they're confident, they think they got, a really voluptuous body. So I can see the attitude and the confidence right there. So I definitely can see that. But they have a sexualized type of confidence. But some say that twerking can prepare you for a better sexual experience. I definitely believe that. If not physical initially before the act begins, definitely visually. So especially if you like the way you look naked. Other benefits, twerking can also improve your posture and digestion. I talked about this in another, indirectly with a lot of my clients and friends, where when you eat a meal, guys, before your food digests, movement has to occur. The worst thing you can do is lay down after you eat a meal, or even sit down, walk, go for a walk. Hip flexor muscles and muscles around and below your abdominal cavity work to help aid digestion. So if you go for a walk, a jog, or any kind of hip and squatting movement, whether it be squats, kettlebell squats, and swings, or twerking, it's the same type of movement, similar. You're working your hip flexor muscles and you're working muscles around your abdominal cavity, and they actually promote and facilitate digestion faster than you just sitting down watching TV after you eat a meal. Remember that, guys, that's key. So also improves your posture and digestion, yeah. Now, this is what's undetermined. This is one medical venue's view as to whether it impacts one's sacral chakra, which is what she also spoke about. It all depends on what one believes. While there is no science-based evidence, these 7 points in the body are vortices of energy that balance each other out. Some scientists say that they may correspond to the nervous centers. I've heard that. So the first half of the statement is saying we don't know if this is, factual, but the second half is a definite scientific fact. 7 vortices of energy in the body. Your nervous centers, pineal gland, all this stuff, they're all related. So that is actually a fact. So they're just debating on whether the chakra is affected at all by this movement to implement vortices of energy. That's interesting. Here are the health benefits of twerking from another source, Pulse.ng Lifestyle. It tones your legs and glutes. It strengthens your arms. I think more so your lower body, but definitely probably get some blood flow up here too. Improves your core and burns calories, definitely. That's all core and pelvic region, definitely. Improves confidence. Now that's the thing. I can actually see where they're coming from with this, because I don't think I've ever seen a woman twerking that wasn't confident. Albeit, if you're not confident, then I don't think you would even do a public display of body movements like that for the camera or for, in-person demonstration. So that makes a lot of sense. You got to be confident, think your body's tight, So improves sex life, definitely. Because I know that whether it's a guy or a massive amount of guys watching a woman twerking and they're on their way home to their woman, that's got to improve your sex life. Or if it's your own woman twerking in lingerie, giving you a little show before the act, the deed begins, that's only going to enhance the physical pleasure. Definitely. Yeah. Now, they say as for stagnant blood in the uterus, this is about the circulation and endometriosis. As for stagnant blood in the uterus, which is actually a condition that a lot of women may have that leads to endometriosis. This concept we found in Eastern medicine understood as poor blood circulation related to impeded flow of key life force. So it's a real thing, it's actually a thing. Blood stasis, traditional Chinese medicine says, is the cause of endometriosis, a condition in which endometrial tissue grows outside of the uterus, often causing pain in the pelvis. Though this is a claim that Western medicine has not proven, However, a small study has shown dance can relieve endometriosis-related pain. So it's basically true, I was just saying, because we know how Western medicine is. They put you on medicines for the rest of your life and say, we haven't done studies, we haven't proven this, but you know the deal, you know how that goes. Lastly, the concept of chakras is part of the tradition of Hinduism and Buddhism. There are 7 main chakras according to Hinduism, 4 in Buddhism, located along the spine and from the top of the head to the perineum. They are thought to be vortices of energy that act like hubs for energy channels. Wow. However, no scientific evidence has ever backed up this idea, despite some scientists pointing out that these points may correspond to nervous plexuses, places where nerves meet. You know it's true. But given its multiple benefits, whether chakras exist or not, they do, it is safe to say that dancing can help improve well-being at large. That's amazing. Now, the final, I think they noted this before, dancing, like all exercise, can help promote physical health as well by lowering blood pressure, increasing aerobic capacity, building muscle, bone, and more. But it also helps with balance, among other things, according to Harvard Medical School. Exercise can also prevent fibroids and potentially stop their growth, according to the Midwest Institute for Non-Surgical Therapy, which is MINT, M-I-N-T, Midwest Institute for Non-Surgical Therapy. That's amazing. I'm sure everybody, like myself, always looked at twerking as a sexual act for women to get attention and celebrate their bodies in a sexualized way. But this is crazy. It's very interesting. There's another study, another article that starts as such. Furthermore, some studies have shown that dancing and swaying the hips before and during labor can also improve the experience for women. There is likely benefit to encouraging women to be upright and active to improve pain control and increase comfortable labor or comfort in labor. And that's amazing because I've done a Pilates video for pregnant women too, and definitely Pilates yoga is very healthy for pregnant women. All right, any type of mild exercise, low impact exercise, is very healthy for pregnant women doing a couple months out before childbirth. And also the pelvic floor is advantageously affected in a healthy manner when doing any type of movements like this. All right. Now, low impact dance may be one way to encourage a combination of both upright positioning and movement during the first stage of labor. However, the study also said there may be complications with implementing these recommendations because in Western cultures, women are encouraged to lie down during labor, often to facilitate fetal monitoring. And that's crazy. I heard about that though. The only reason they have women lie down is just so they can see, so doctors can see the fetal monitoring. But if the woman's healthy, that part is not really even necessary, because if they're healthy, there's actually a better and healthier angle that the woman's body should be at when having during labor. And it's in Chinese and Eastern cultures, it's actually more upright or turned or something, but it's not laying flat like the Western culture does here, like in America. That's very interesting. But that's it, guys. I just thought this was very interesting, and like I said, when I first saw the clip, I said, oh, this is a girl just getting attention. But I researched it, the tribe she was talking about in Africa and where it came from. It's a real thing. So it comes from a tribe and two different forms of two different names that it had in two different cultures, which is essentially our modern day twerking. Wow. So this says, in reality, the culture and history of twerking is centuries old and dates back to the Ivory Coast of Africa before the transatlantic slave trade. That's crazy. That's basically essentially what this woman was saying. But that's crazy. They celebrate 50 years of hip hop, and the evolution of twerking has made into the mainstream. It's important to take a moment to reflect the journey it's taken to get to this place. So wow. So it's not something that was just made up by hip hop culture. So anyway, that's it, guys. I thought this was very interesting. I'm going to cover anything dealing with fitness, nutrition, wellness, lifestyle, and mental, capacity. This is crazy that this was actually a vibe back then, centuries year old vibe, several centuries. The vibe is twerking. So all you ladies, if you ain't in the gym yet and you want to train at home, get the twerking. Thanks for watching Manny's Fitness Fortress. I see you guys in the next one. Boom.